On Rhythm and Flow, what can you give us? What's going on behind that?
Yeah, I keep seeing when I go on Netflix, it says it, season 2 coming soon, 2021. I'm like,
well, you know, to my surprise,
they gonna love me for my ambition.
Man, shout out to everybody out there in the world. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us once again. Complex Ambition. Sound.
My name is Y.I.
We appreciate everybody out there, and we have, I would say, brand new guest, but this is his second visit to the Complex Ambition vehicle.
Absolutely.
My second ring.
Second time around. Flawless. Providence, Rhode Island. You already know, representing, man, welcome once again.
What's good? Thank you guys for having me, man. It's an honor to be here.
It's a pleasure.
Big fan of the show. Big fan of the show.
Man.
It's a family, man. Same city and same passion for the culture, man.
Absolutely.
And speaking of the culture, fresh off of the BT, well, now they're called, I guess, it's not the BT Awards, it's the official hip hop awards.
Yeah, BT Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah, it was there last night, basically, bro.
Yeah,
it was good.
You were there last night.
It was lit.
Quick private jet to Providence. You know what I'm saying? Talk about that experience, man. We know that it's obviously now, you know, they obviously, I would believe that every Cypher usually was already pre-recorded, but this time around, it was special because were you even in the same room with these people, or was it purely like, you know, quarantine style?
It was quarantine style. But it was still, we still were able to hear each other's bars and like get familiar with each other prior to the Cypher airing. Mm-hmm. So it was a really dope experience. The first time I did the Cypher, it was pre-recorded. We were able to go to LA and actually film with the other guys, you know what I mean? And this time it was a little bit different. Actually, Red Eye, who's my production team, you guys are familiar with, they got a chance to work with BET hand in hand on actually recording my portion of the Cypher. Oh, wow. And yeah, working with them. So they got a taste of that like type of level of production. It was a good look. Yeah, good production. BET on the resume now. You know what I'm saying?
That's so dope. So they were there with
They were there with me, yeah. They couldn't fly a crew out to us, so
you had to bring your own
was like,
crew.
I don't know how we can do this, and I'm like, bro, I have a crew that's experienced. If you send a spec sheet, we can get it done. Like, you know what I mean? So they sent everything over. Murph and Josh did an incredible job of making sure that they executed to the best of their abilities, and it was perfect, man.
That's amazing, man. You got the proper professional team, no amateur bullshit around, and you get the job done no matter what.
I'm proud of them, for sure.
If you can't see a difference there, that means it's like everything's quality all around. That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, facts, man. Facts.
Like people don't even know that. That's your second time around. This is your second time around, right?
Yeah, second time.
What was the first time again?
2018, and then last year we was on Netflix, so we couldn't do the Cypher.
Yeah.
And then this year we were on it, and it was important because we got it. Like, it wasn't just a random Cypher. We were on the political Cypher, which I thought was incredible for them to reach out to me to represent the culture and just speak on that. And honestly, like, this is no knock to them, but I know it was an agenda push to vote. If you listen to like my verse, you know, when I say I look at both parties, I don't know if we invited. It really kind of says I'm not really sure where you should vote, in a sense to where I can't really tell people how to vote. But I think the biggest problem right now is action. I think a lot of people are just skipping the process, period, in our culture. So we just want people to just take action this year and actually vote. So for my message, it was about like just speaking on how effed up things really are in our society, and we got to take that action. No matter what action it is, just take some type of action.
Speaking of that, let's get into it. Let's watch it together. We're going to watch the special political verse by Flawless at the Hip Hop Awards 2020.
Adding fuel to the fire, they ignited. History is now, we gon' be the one to write it. I look at both parties, I don't know if we invited. Ironic how this country's first name is United. I don't think it ever was. Cities being
the bars already.
I
like that. Because you made, obviously, United States of America seem like a person. Like
the first name is United. You know what I mean?
And ironically, you know, there's a lot of division going on this year. If anything, this year is like a
I mean, always.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, what scares me is like, is my son gonna be fighting for this too? He's one. You know what I mean?
Future generations.
Yeah, it's crazy. So for me, it's like I look at both parties. I don't know if we invited, because I don't know if either party is even in our best interest, to be honest. Who's really looking out? Who really has a plan for us?
Absolutely.
And you know, the wordplay of parties.
Yeah,
it's not a real party.
It's not a real party. You know what I'm saying?
He was catching the bars.
He was with you. He was.
I'm ready to catch the bars afterwards.
This country's first name is United is because I don't think we ever really have been.
What?
It's a hypocritical name.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Sick of asking for change like a homeless man. Now to the rock, I said I would never vote again. Hard to stand by, waiting for the circus show to end. Knowing that my skin could be the death of me. I could be the next to be killed by the people that were sworn to be protecting me. It's even chemicals and all the food that they've been selling me. You worry about supreme, I'm worried about supremacy.
Stop that shit right there.
Nah, man.
Stop that shit right there, that shit hit me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because I got a lot of Supreme, so I had to throw it all away.
I swear to God, I was gonna wear something.
I had to throw that shit all away.
I swear to God.
I was some Supreme right now. That would have been crazy.
I had to rip that shit off.
Crazy.
It's like when Jay-Z told people not to wear suits, people stop wearing suits.
You stop feeling some kind of way, right?
It's like rappers, like they're the culture.
Yeah, like Kanye. Stop wearing Gucci right now. If you're in a Gucci store,
niggas threw away the Gucci.
listen, man, but these are bars after bars. That change line.
Yeah, the homeless man.
Yeah, like cities being overran because we're sick of asking for change like a homeless man. Like, how much longer are we going to just keep asking for change and not really, you know, being active?
And cities are getting overrun by homeless people, too.
Yes. 100%. Exactly.
You don't even think that shit, nigga.
It's really layers,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Go into this video, guys, and you watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
From BET's YouTube, you see the comments going crazy, like, flawless. Because I'm not gonna lie, they disrespected you a little because they didn't put your name.
Yo, this is the second year in a row.
Yeah,
that I'm and more. Yo, and more is killing these rappers.
But and more is the best rapper out.
Is fire. Whoever and more is. Yo, I might change my. I'm gonna make a shirt that says "and more," and just no.
100%.
New T-shirts gonna be available and more. Yo, right, B.
That's smart marketing.
Put some respect on my name, man.
It might be too good marketing. We might have to take that clip out the video. That's a good ass idea. That's a good ass idea.
When you saw that, what'd you think?
With the and more?
Yeah. Fucking here we go again.
You know what? When they were previewing the show, they put me in the ads. They put me in the commercials. They posted me. So when I got the and more on the YouTube, it was a little bit surprising, but it's really subjective to like the person that's running that account. That doesn't really isn't as familiar as the crew that was doing the award show. That's like, no, post him on BET, post him on the award show, make sure people know he's coming. You know,
but the struggle for me is, man, you were on this fucking the biggest hip hop show in the history of hip hop.
They know who I am, man. They know who I am. It's alright. And more is fire. I'm in more in this for 2020. My new name is and more, man.
Flawless, real talk, and more.
And more. Let's get it.
Some make it out the water battle scars, but even if we get the credit, we still gotta use a MasterCard. Throw the whole book away. It's nothing good to say, and they can do
Say something. Talk.
Hold up, man.
Say something.
Hold up, man.
Shit.
Hold up, man.
Hold the fuck.
No money and no tools. That's only half the job, because that's what the positions that we're born in.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? No tools to get out of the society we're in, and no money to really help ourselves. And the cycle just continues to move on. More guns and less schools. Make sure the path is hard. You know what I mean? More guns, more gangs, more violence, less education in our communities.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Some make it out with all the battle scars. Some actually make it out. But even if we get the credit, we still gotta use a MasterCard. That's right back to the slavery mentality that we gotta use.
Yeah. It's a triple entendre.
Come on, man.
The master of the slave, and the credit card company MasterCard
dictates our spending and runs us, and then it gets money off the interest.
Oh my God. This shit might go over a lot of niggas' heads. That's why we got this video. Breaking it down.
It was hard when they called me for this, because I had just done the Baby Rockstar remix, which got a couple million views. It went viral, right?
Viral.
So I'm like, man, had I known they were gonna call me for this, I might have not spoke on this already. Because when you already speak on something, you know, and I did a single called "What a Time" that's speaking on that again. So I'm like, damn, I kind of already said what I had to say. So I had to dig deep. You feel me? So like, these type of bars are just me digging deeper into the problem.
Throw the whole book away. There's nothing good to say, and they can do what they do best and just look away. We shouldn't play at a dangerous time. A smart one is a dangerous mind. You know the vibes. Pull up. Go vote.
Man,
rappers, he was out there spitting.
Flawless.
Yeah, man. That's what a smart one is a dangerous mind, man. And that's what they don't want. It's smart, intelligent people like us in the culture spreading this message, really speaking in our music.
100%.
You know, the more dumbed down the music gets, the happier they get, because there's no knowledge in it. So our future generations, I was built off. I mean, I don't know how much you guys can really agree, but honestly, like when I was only like 10 years old, I would listen to DMX, right? And a lot of people might not understand, but like, he's an amazing storyteller.
Absolutely.
And sometimes I would hear like his stories, and I would learn lessons before I even got in the streets. So like, like he had this character named Damien who was like a sneaky dude that was always trying to take advantage of him. You know what I'm saying? And I would run into characters like that and identify that character with a Damien and know to stay away from them type of people. Yeah. Like there was knowledge in the stories he would give.
And in that sense, that's what I was telling him the other day when we were reviewing Benny the Butcher's album.
Oh my God.
You know,
what? Benny?
Why niggas like him are still relevant? The streets need him because they need both sides of the story. They need to see how you got there, the rise, and with the rise there comes
honestly,
triumphs.
Man, there's lessons in music 100%. That I felt like was getting a little bit out of hand where we wasn't getting that anymore, and that's why some of the newer generation just hasn't learned a lot. In sometimes you don't have to go through it to learn the lesson.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you see me go through something, you know what I mean? You're like, if you see me do something stupid, like, you know what I mean? I do something and you see it all over online, you're like, oh, well, I know not to do that because he just went through that. Yeah. Or else you're a fool if you obviously,
it's
you know
the
what I mean?
foolish person who looks at an example and says, oh, that's not me. I'm
exactly,
like,
exactly. You know, and for me, it's just like having messages in the music and this type of stuff coming back out and being highlighted on the Hip Hop Awards.
Yes,
it's important, man.
That's the most beautiful thing I saw. That it was actually I saw the fucking Cypher before I saw the title for it, and then I saw it was political. Oh, that's super dope. They put that shit in the title. Like, there's political Cypher.
I was so motivated. You know, F the Police by NWA is the beat. Which that was a stand against the police back then. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're in all black. We're doing like the Death Row iconic photo shoot. Yeah, which is like the Death Row thing, the Death Row picture, the iconic one where they're in all black and like their own little bubbles. And it just really was just speaking history. So it was really motivating for me. I did the verse in about, I would say, 2 studio sessions. Like I took one session to really dig deep on what I was going to discuss. And then the second session was really narrowing down the bars and putting it down. Wow. And then we recorded it. So I would say like 3 days. I took a day to memorize. So I would say like on the 4th day, we recorded it and got it done. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing, man. And you see the feedback. We see the comments. People are loving it. You know, even celebrities are posting it. I saw that man, Cardi B, you know, the homie,
shout out to Cardi, man.
Right there off of Rhythm and Flow, shouted you out, you know. How did that feel? Did she say anything else? Or just in general, you know, how does that feel getting like that recognition for something that, you know, is like, you know, it's political, but it's also dope. And it's not really like, you know, that's something that's really trending, but it's something in a positive note. She's like, no, I'm gonna acknowledge my brother. She saw on the timeline. She was like, oh, it's my brother Flawless. He killed that. How's that feel?
I actually appreciated her doing that because a lot of people that don't know, like a lot of celebrities reach out privately and will create that relationship. Like a lot of celebrities reached out to me about the Cypher, but privately. You know what I mean? Didn't necessarily comment on my post or anything like that. Just reached out in a private manner. So for her to publicly be like, yo, this was dope. I'm proud of you. You know, I thought it was really dope. And we have a great relationship, a great friendship, you know, and she did a lot to influence, you know, me getting more opportunities after the show. So it was really dope, man.
That's amazing, man. You know, the Latino community sticking together and the music community in general sticking together. Even the East Coast community. There's a lot of
man, it's the whole community, dog. We everywhere. Let's go.
And Cardi B on Rhythm and Flow. What can you give us? What's going on behind that?
Yeah, I keep seeing when I go on Netflix, it says it, season 2 coming soon, 2021. I'm like,
well, you know, to my surprise, and this shocked me. You know, season 2 was in the works for us in the U.S. And I was going to be a coach for one of the rounds. Wow. You know, which we were in talks about doing that. Okay. And all of a sudden, I guess there's a Rhythm and Flow like in Spain or something that's happening. Whoa. And Netflix is going to air that because of the restrictions in the U.S. They were able to film another season in another country.
International style.
Yeah.
So it's not the same judges no more.
I don't know. I have no idea. It might be like a you know how American Idol
has like
the Spanish and shit.
Yeah,
like Britain's Got Talent, like shit like that.
Yeah, and they have those big artists from that necessarily country judging those particular. But it might be on Netflix, so I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be like season 2. I think it'll be like Rhythm and Flow Spain.
Okay.
You know, they're branching out to
do. You're mad excited.
Yeah.
Unless you're lying to us and you're gonna be in Spain with a baguette. I think that's Italy.
I do believe that season 2, like of the American season 2, will still be happening once restrictions are raised. You know, it
makes sense, man. Sure. Especially locally, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. We got the phase 2. The governor of Rhode Island just recently said that she might go back into phase 2 within the next 7 days. So like, you know, It's a real situation happening.
No, it
this
is.
year,
I don't
man.
think we're gonna. Honestly, like I don't think we're gonna get out of this for a while, guys.
How does it feel for you? Because didn't you have like a tour lined up this
It
year?
was my first world tour.
Yeah.
I was going to New Zealand, Australia. I mean, everywhere. And I had just signed on with WME, which is the biggest talent agency in the world.
Yeah.
And they were just lining up an amazing year for me. And it was very unfortunate, but you know, due to the COVID and everything, we have partnered with Live It, which is a live stream global platform. They have 100 million users in Japan and Asia.
Wow.
And we're going to be offering exclusive live shows on Live It.
Okay.
And doing that partnership, connecting with them on a different level until the world opens up, you know what I mean? So we found a way to still communicate with the fans and make it happen until things open up and we can tour again.
That's beautiful. It's a time for alternatives.
Yeah.
That's what really it is. And I think we're learning a lot. We're learning how to make money different ways as well.
Absolutely.
Especially with these different streaming services and all this, you know what I'm saying? Social media has really opened up the realm for, you know, you guys to
I've been
explore
seeing you
different
guys
options.
killing it for a while, man.
Nah, we're working.
Hey, boys,
Stop that shit. They got blushing.
I'm a huge
flooded,
fan, man. It's really entertaining what you guys built and what you guys do. And I think, like, the more that fans watch you, the more in love with every episode they become. Like, I became a huge fan of the characters and, like, learning your mannerisms and how you are, the way you guys blend together and the guests you bring on. Like, it's amazing, man. Keep up the great work, for sure.
No, appreciate it, man. It means the world to us more than you realize. And also, you know, it's a blessing that in a year of such, you know, tragic losses and everything going on financially, you know, people who are similar to us, like entrepreneurial, independently, they're the ones that basically are shining the most because you get to be more creative and you don't got to rely on like being fired or being laid off or corporate America. So, you know, it's a blessing, man. We're one in the same boat. You know, we're in the music industry and, you know, whatever you need, you know, you got us.
Yeah,
I
we're in the same
appreciate
fucking
y'all,
city,
man.
bro. So
Yeah.
it's a blessing that we're all rising at the same time, and we're super proud of your journey, man. You're killing it. You're gonna continue to kill it. Just
We
continue to
got much
grind,
more
bro.
coming, man. We're doing a university tour for everybody that's in college that's watching this right now.
Wow.
We will be probably doing a show for your university at some point within this year. So we've been getting reached out by a lot of colleges. So we're gonna be doing a lot of shows for you guys as well. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait to just make it happen.
Wow.
Oh man, they can't wait either. Everybody watching, you guys heard that. And please, everybody, take this year seriously. Go vote.
Yes.
This was a political freestyle, so take the messages deeply. These are not just bars. These are
Let's
life
take action,
lessons.
baby. Let's take action.
Yeah, man. You guys already know, but appreciate you. This was Complex Ambition and more.
Yeah.
We're gonna put that shit complex
And
ambition
more,
and more.
baby.
Isn't every move I make turned out to be a bad one? Where's my guardian angel? Need one? Wish I had one.
I'm right here,